A very good morning to you and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Life and Style. It's Monday. That means we start on a very, very high note on Inspiration Monday. It's Motivate People and I'm your host, Wikali. We're in Westlands today. We're here to see a woman that I have admired for a very long time. She has so many titles under her belt, and the very first one I knew her with is being a radio presenter for over 10 years. She's a TV host, she's a businesswoman, she is a vocalist, she sings. Like, you live your life to the fullest. I think she knows how to do exactly that. She is a force to reckon with, and she is a woman that you and I would like to know. What is it that has kept her so relevant, so on top of her game, so good at what she does? I like to say, whatever she touches, turns to gold. Let's go talk to Kalekye Mumo. Hey, in the flesh.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming.
That color looks amazing on you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is Black Butterfly Hair Salon.
Yep.
I know you've never been here before.
Never been here before. Down here though,
yes.
yes.
And down there, now you need to be coming upstairs a little bit
I have
more.
a reason to.
Yeah, so we're a hair salon and we also do beauty. We sell some clothes.
Like what you're wearing?
Like what I'm wearing.
It looks really good.
Yeah, so let me give you a walkthrough.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you guys? You okay?
Hi.
So this is our space.
Okay. Beautiful and quite huge, considering quite prime as well.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hello.
Hi guys, how are you doing? Yeah, so
they had to be yellow since like the canva in you.
I mean, color is life, right? Color is
yes, it
life.
is. Yes,
so
it
we have
is.
our hair stations. We also do our nail stations.
Okay.
And the beauty is, even as you get your nails done, you can get your hair done. There's enough space. We have portable dryers to move to you. So it's quite amazing. We also have a beauty room where we can, locks is our thing. I don't know, I think I almost want to consult. But locks is our thing. We even have special offers on Mondays, which you could take advantage of.
Definitely.
For 1,000 bob,
I really do need
for 1,000 bob, we'll wash your hair, we'll treat it, and we'll twist it. Monday is your day, so ingia too. Yeah, and then we also do makeup and we do lashes, which is something really, really awesome for most of the ladies around. And we have massages, we have facials, we do everything.
It's quite the place.
We do everything.
One-stop shop.
Yes.
Let's have a sit.
Yes.
I feel like just diving into cow, and it happens all the time.
Doesn't it just?
It does.
When you're the cow person, you
yes. There's just something that happens.
But we will spare the people at home.
Why? Just one line.
Nikki.
Let me just give you this one.
Well, that's a line from my song.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Take or be taken. You choose.
That is why I say, when I think about you or when your name comes up, for me, it's a person who's lived their life fully. And I don't know what is there yet to do for you, but I'm sure there is a list. People like you are not stopped by anything or anyone. But just looking at what we know about you so far.
Yeah.
Like you sang,
yes.
You know, above everything else, you know, business, anyone could just wake up and do that.
Yeah.
And then your radio, 10 years, TV, MC, business, and you sang. I can't get myself to
What do you mean you can't get over that? I've been singing.
I think it's amazing.
Let me tell you, actually, I've been singing and dancing longer than I have been doing media. But for the longest time, from when I was 3, I was like the life of the party, you know, singing Bonnie M at every Christmas party and dancing to the point where your mother wants to remove you from the middle of the, circle. And all through high school, primary, I was leading the Lorto Convent Msongari choir by the time I was 9. And then in high school as well, I was in all drama and music festivals. I was the soloist.
Yeah.
When I got to USIU, I was the person who fought for a music club to be allowed to prosper. And I was in a group called Charisma as a dancer, and in Vibe Tribe as a dancer. I started 2 of those groups. Charisma was the first all-girl dance group to really go national in terms of performances. And so singing, dancing, it's been a part of my life all along.
But you waited quite a while before sharing this with the world.
I think,
we were here
I think it
waiting.
was that thing of I'd always sang in karaoke's, I'd participated in, as you know, for as long as I can remember. That's how I used to make my pocket money, singing karaoke's. But then I'd been afraid to sing as myself, as this is your song, this is your voice, you're not listening to someone else. And so it was actually Kolo and Ulopa who pushed me to it. They had been pushing me from the first time I met Kolo. I was singing karaoke, and he had just, you know, blown up with klepto. And he was like, "So do you have an album? Do you?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?
Do I even have a song?"
You know, and so they pushed me. They really did push me and got me into a studio to do my first song, My Baby. And then
loved that song.
Thank you. It was playful. It was fun.
Yeah.
And then I think after that, I was like, okay, maybe let's see how this thing goes. Getting into music, already being on radio, people have prejudgments and think, oh, now you think you can do everything. Yet singing was my first love at the time from when I was a kid. And then by the time I went on to do the next 3 songs, I was like, okay, is this thing working for me or not? But my challenge in Kenya is making money out of music.
It's a problem.
It's a problem, and I was spending so much because
the videos were really good.
I'm a perfectionist, kind of. I have OCD, kind of. So I spend so much money just getting it right. Then I was like, I'm not making this back, and I'm like, this is something I said I would try. I've done it, thanks. I don't know if I'll go back.
I think that is what I love most about you, is that I did it.
Yeah, if I want to do something,
I will go ahead and do it.
I will go ahead and do it. If I feel like this is something I should try, I will try it. I'm not afraid to.
People get into the limelight and forget who they were before, or lose themselves to the fame and assume a certain kind of lifestyle. And you also mentioned something that is very interesting, that people judge you because of what they know you for. And they think, not because we gave you this chance now, not realizing that you built yourself to that point, that it's not something you were given. But how do you counter that? Because the hate, the love, all of it comes in equal measures, and you have to face it. You can ignore it for a while, but it gets to a point where you're like, you know what, let me just handle this.
I think over the years, the one thing I learned, and this is because I have 3 brothers, is that bullies are going to come, and they're going to come in all shapes and sizes. Now, for me, having been the only girl with 3 boys for about 10 years before my sister ruined my whole life. Okay, well, no, I love my sister. I take that back.
On live TV.
I take it back. No, it's just because having been the last one and the only girl, there were kind of things that I had gotten used to.
We know.
And then another girl came. But I love my sister. We're inseparable, even if we're 10 years, 10 days apart. But having grown up with boys, I was brought up to learn to be tough. That the world is going to be hard on you, and you know the people who love you the most are the ones who are back in your home. Your real friends before the fame, those are still my core people to date. You'll find that I don't necessarily hang out with other celebrities. We're friends, but we don't hang out. I hang out with my core because they are real. And I'm a real person.
That's important.
And that helped me a lot. Also, what helped me a lot is I got into mainstream media when I was much older. I'd wanted to do this for as long as I can remember. When I was 4, listening to Beat Time. I know it's before your time.
I know.
You know it, but you didn't listen.
I worked at ABC, I know. So
oh, you know.
Yeah.
But Beat Time, when Beat Time was
Beat Time,
VOK.
yeah.
VOK.
Oh, come on.
VOK.
Okay, fine. I give up.
VOK days.
Bow down.
And so at that time, when I used to listen, I wanted to be like the person talking inside that radio. So I knew very, very early I wanted to be on radio.
Were you those kids with the
bottle of Limara on my mother's bed singing?
Yes.
I was that chick pretending to be on the mic with that bottle of Limara. Spray.
At least it's not you or Yolanda. You're good.
But yeah. And so even as I grew, I knew I wanted to do it. But the opportunity to get in, it took me 5 years after I graduated to get into radio. Yet these stations, when they started, I applied over and over again. I recorded my demos on tapes, because that's what we were recording on, and sent them over and over again. And
you had to hand deliver them?
Yes. And I knew people who worked there. I would fax my CV fax machine. I would fax my CV over and over, but it wasn't happening. I mean, I auditioned even back then when Metro started, Metro FM, and I got to the top 10, and the issue was they wanted someone who can do both TV and radio, but also do sport and do it in Swahili as well. And I was like, yeah, this Swahili thing, I have coast blood, but kuongea Syria kwenye Kiswahili
itakuwa ngumu.
So that's what actually messed me up after getting into the top 10. So I kept trying, and I knew I wanted to do it. And when it didn't work out, I was like, what other way can I get to where I want to be, irrespective of the fact that they're not signing me up for this thing on radio? And I went to work at Homeboys, and I was like, if I manage these guys, they normally take a CD every week to Capital. Maybe they'll send me to send the CD, and when I get to the place, I can ask them for a voice test. Like, I had it all figured out.
Wow.
So I went the long route to get to where I was going. Worked at Homeboys. I worked, and eventually I moved to Rough Cuts Productions and did sound engineering. They trained me as a sound engineer, so that's what I did. Until 2005, I was working at Mediva doing sound engineering as the official sound engineer there. Until Capital FM had their Radio Idols competition. My business partner here and best friend Genevieve is the one who pushed me to send my CV, and I'd given up. I mean, after 5 years of sending in demo tapes and faxing
You're a
CVs,
sound engineer at this point.
Yes, I'm a sound engineer. I'm happy. Okay, it's long hours. Sometimes you only get...
I'm closer to where I want to be.
You know, I'm closer to where... I mean, okay, fine, I'm training other people to do what I really wanted to do, which was speak. But, you know, it's working because at the end of the day, I can see something. I'm creating. And that was good enough for me. So when I actually won that competition, I was like, okay, so now I'm in my late 20s. Then there was that time Pulse was hot. Pulse magazine was hot. So my fear for being put in the limelight was real. Like, I stopped going out. I stopped doing everything. I was like, I can't. Like, by the time people even got to know what I look like, I think I had now moved to Case, and I had stayed there for like 2-3 years. I never used to allow my photo to be taken or go to places where I know there'll be press.
Was it because of something that had happened?
Nothing, actually.
Pulse now was looking to tear people down, or was it?
I felt like they were out to tear people down.
Okay.
But for me, I was more concerned about, I really like my private life. And I've always loved to have that side of my life. And even though I was a confident plus-size person, I was also afraid of just the way guys look at a person and say your voice and who you are. And that's the thing. If I speak and you imagine something in your mind, my job is done. Because as a person on radio, your job is to create an image for someone, and whatever Mukali's image will be will not be the same thing as what your cameraman's image will be. It's totally different. So for me, that was a whole concept of how will they receive me? Do I really want my life in the public? I want to be able to just go around. I think you've done a good job with that.
Thank you. An amazing job, because there's no scandal.
Why would there be a scandal? I'm not a scandal person. Has chosen me.
No, they create. When you give them something, they will create.
Yeah, that's true.
They will put whatever images they want to put and come up with something. There is nothing like that. Rumors zile zimejaa lakini sana. Kalekye, oh, she got engaged. Oh, she got married. Oh,
those ones are the ones I want you to have.
Hizo ndio sasa zimejaa. So I'm telling you, you're doing a good job.
Let me tell you.
Manipulation is...
No, let me tell you the one thing that I learned about the entertainment industry. Don't give people what you don't want them to know. Give them what you want, and then let it work for you. I think that's something that guys don't realize. Even when the Kim Kardashians, Kanye's, P. Diddy, they give you a story and they act as if it was leaked or whatever. They are in control.
They are.
It's something I learned a long time ago. Write down what you would like the headlines to say about you tomorrow.
I hope you're learning. Take a pen.
Write down what you would want in whatever you're doing, whatever industry, whatever you're trying to achieve. Write down what you want the industry or the papers to say tomorrow. Write your headline and then work towards the headline. It has to be what I want. It's my story.
Absolutely.
And so I am in control of that story. When God helps me control it, yes, we are in control of that. So when I even was launching the song I'm Okay, and I was in the UK at the time, and I was like, something just told me, so we take a picture of an engagement ring, and I was visiting my boy back then, and we had a photo of him like a half face so you can't see who it is. And I'm like, I'm okay. Me, did I tell you I'm getting engaged?
No.
You're the ones who said it?
Yes.
Hi. See, that's on you.
So next thing, I'm going to give you a song called I'm Okay.
Yeah. In fact, me, I'm just okay. I'm engaged to my music, I'm okay. And you see, that's just, it's creativity. So I thank God that he blessed me with creativity. That's the one thing he did. He blessed me with that. And controlling my narrative. Once I stopped being afraid of the press, I was like, no. Deal with the press the way you want. They will write what you tell them to write. Just
when
how
you realize
do
you have the power to do that,
Yes.
most people do not, and they
Yes.
use it for terrible reasons.
Yeah.
Staying on top of the game, Kalekye, you have transitioned from, I mean, your life, your job, your career, your weight, you have transitioned in all the ways we try. You know, and, you know, transitioning sometimes works for you or it doesn't.
Right.
You could think you're making the right strides at moving from probably radio to TV, or moving from this size to this size, or moving from one career to another. But you still kept being on top of what you were doing.
Well, thank you first. If people still think I'm on top
Yes,
of my
you
game,
are.
then amen.
Yes, you are.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yes. Have you seen the ratings?
But let me put it to you this way. In terms of just doing what I want to do,
Yeah.
it's not that I'm thinking about how I'm going to be on top. I think a lot of people make the mistake of trying to think, how am I going to stay on top? How am I going to stay on top? And so you're so caught up in thinking about staying on top that you don't actually get
there.
to the top. I'm living my life. That's it. I don't do anything special, specific, method. No. I actually just do what I feel. If today I wake up and I'm like, I'm thinking, yes, I'm doing a TV show, but then now maybe if I also started to do something else on stage,
Yeah.
I could do comedy. Imagine I'll just go and try. Just that.
That's it.
That's it. And then just give it my all. So for my transitions and things, I mean, for my weight loss, for example, I'd never had an issue with being plus size once I got into the fact that it's not about being on radio that's stopping you from, you're just you, eh? People either love you the way you are or they don't, because we were made all different, yeah? And not everyone, not everyone will like you. For example, I'm not attracted to big guys. I'm not at all. I'm not. I'm just not. And even if I'm not attracted to them, I'll never be mean to them.
No.
I'll never say something bad to them. No. So why should someone who's not attracted to a plus-size woman say something bad to her?
Absolutely.
For me, that doesn't make any sense. If you don't like what you see, my friend, turn the other way.
Yeah.
Go that other way. Go find yourself that skinny girl and be happy. Kudos to you.
The worst thing is that they do it behind computers. It's
I
not,
know,
it's
but
not
I'm like,
something.
how's it helping you?
Nothing.
Is it going to make you sleep better at night
Zilch.
after you've said what you've said? I mean, whatever. So for me, those things don't bother me. So when I was now at a stage where my health was being compromised and there was a challenge, I was having swelling feet and I needed to lose the weight because there was a threat of a blood clot. Yeah. I took it seriously. And I took it seriously because at the same time, my late cousin Janet Kanini got her blood clot and has in 2 weeks transformed into something else. Yet for me, I'd had these swelling feet for like 3 months and really not done much about it because I was like, it'll go away. I traveled and my feet swelled.
It's the heat.
It's the heat. I've taken water retention medication, gone down. You know.
Yeah.
But it was something so serious and it had nothing to do with anyone.
True.
And when I decided that I'm going to do this, again, when I make a decision to really do something now for real, I go for it. I said, I'm going to do this, and I talked to my friends and family and asked them to just support me through it. I had no intention of doing it for the public. In fact, they were not in my mind. Do you know when I realized that people were now commenting and interested in my weight loss? After me, we're posting, I'm at work, I'm posting my pictures as usual, like we're supposed to do. And then guys like, whoa, you've lost weight, what are you doing? Then I'm like, oh, like seriously. Then I was like, oh, so you guys are actually in, okay. I had no intention, it wasn't going there at all.
Yeah.
And so, lucky for me, by the time I was turning 40, I had lost 40 kilos and I was like, I need to do something for my birthday, and I didn't know what. I always celebrate my birthday. One, because my birthday always comes in the middle of the month.
Okay.
So what that, in the middle of a month, and when I was in school, it was in the middle of a term, and now when I was in boarding school, that meant that You might or might not see someone at your birthday, and so you won't be celebrated, you won't have a party because it's
So
middle
after high
of the
school,
term. I was like, I will celebrate because people are for missing my birthday. You can ask my friends, they'll tell you I'm always it's March 1st, I'll send you a text. March 16th is my birthday, please save some money because we have things to do. I'll tell you. So there's no excuse of that you didn't know my birthday was coming. You get. So by the time now I realized I've lost 40 kilos, I'm turning 40, people are interested. I was like, I can't just not do anything. So it was actually a realization towards December. My birthday is coming in March, and that's when I decided to do the 40 of 40 party. Yeah. And after I did it, of course, by the build-up, people were so excited, and they were asking too many questions on social media, so it was hard to answer everyone. That's when I decided, okay, we're going to do an online show where we talk about what the journey was and just give people tips. Because at the end of the day, Mikali, today, if you want to lose weight, there's nothing I can tell you that will make you do it. No. You have to tell yourself. Oh, trust me. And the turnaround will come to you. The day it comes to you, it will be your unique turnaround. Absolutely. Yeah? So it's not about people or anything, it's about you. So the tips I gave on the Me I Want were to help people as they make their decision, which is an individual decision that you want to transform your life. So that's the aspect of that. In regards to walking away from radio and deciding to live my life, see, I'd always been saying, you know this thing about telling God things, eh? Yes. You don't realize he's listening. Sometimes you think he's not listening, but I'd been telling God, when I turn 40, surely working for people, I should work for myself now. Now I should work for myself, like fully, like running a business. I've been running this salon for 6 years with my partner, Genevieve, and that, as you work, is hard. As you have a job, it's hard. But then I'd been telling God, I want to do this, I want to go do this. And so after my 40th, come July, and we're renewing contracts and the terms, I was like, this is not going to work for me. I found myself saying, okay, thanks. And then after that, the next day you're like, what did I just do? It's 4 a.m., I'm awake and I should not be awake because I have nowhere to go. Do you know, I went into panic. I have nowhere to go. And I've always been a busybody. I don't think I've ever
what time
had a break.
I got to work at 5 a.m. because Kalekye alisema tukue hapa by 7.
Thank you.
And we're coming from Mombasa Road.
Because we have to finish and business continues. Yes. You see, when you put your mind to something and you decide you're going to do it, you have to be clear. Yeah. Now I left, and then I was like, now, the longest I've ever sat at home in my life between jobs is 2 weeks. Wow. 2 weeks. And most of that time is I've left one job, gone for a holiday, called back to go back to another job. So here I am, and I've decided I'm not being employed. I'm not working for anyone. Not working for anyone. What next? It was scary. It was scary. So to hear people say that, oh, you transitioned all, you're doing well, I'm like, no, you guys don't know.
You have no idea.
I would still wake up at 4 and go, okay, so then now, where are we going next?
We'll call Shafi.
What do I do? What do I do? He's at work, so I can't call him, And so I started trying to figure out what's going to work for me, and I decided to push on the Me I Want, which we did a campaign for a whole year. And I know a lot of people have been asking,
I was following it.
Why aren't you doing it anymore? Because I was like, after a year of talking of weight loss, I don't think there's anything more I can tell you after that. I mean, really, we have gone far enough. The content is not gone anywhere. It's still there. And interviewing different people about either weight loss, weight gain, it's been one of the things that was interesting for me, and the package is there. So running the salon, running the Drewstar Alliance, running myself as a brand, I then got a call to go and take over the show Talk Central at K24. And I was like, yeah, I've done TV before, and it was nice. The couples show was quite big. It was. And I was like, the transition is definitely radio to TV. So let's go do that. So I'm a consultant. I go in, I do the show, and I leave. I do my businesses.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think it's amazing. But looking at the journey, when everyone watching or probably following this conversation will be like, wow, beautiful, flowery, the dream. But did you ever have, or do you still have moments where you're like, oh my God, I can't do this?
Oh, and those moments every day.
How do you get out of those moments? Like, what does Kalekye Mumo do?
Oh my goodness. Those moments come at about 2 a.m. every night.
Yes.
2 a.m. when you're like, blah, 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 blah. Salaries, rent, oh my goodness, people's lives depend on you. I mean, they come, and there are times where you know, there are delays because money didn't come right. The year like 2017 was
it was
horrible for business. The Drew Star Alliance was new. We called the DA. We were new. It started just August the year before, so it was bad. It was really, really bad. So at 2 a.m. you wake up and say, you know, why am I doing this? I just sell all these businesses and I just move. Then I'm like, yeah, that money will issue so fast. Move to Hawaii. Psh, the money will just end.
What next, though?
I don't know what next. This is this is my life in 2018.
Yeah.
I have given it to God.
Absolutely.
Like for real, I have given it to God, and I have said, God, you know what's in my heart. You know what my desires are. My desires include I want to get married and have children.
High five.
Yeah.
She said it.
Yeah, no, it's never been a secret. It's never been a secret.
It's never been. I know how you like them though. God fearing.
Yes.
Takes control.
Yes.
Wise.
Yes.
I think those three.
You know those three. Those are the most important. And able to financially direct.
Oh yeah, financially stable.
But also financially direct.
Yes.
Because I can be this way, that way. I like fashion, as you see. I love it. This, by the way, is...
And I like to travel as well,
yeah,
so you know.
This that we stock here is by a lady called Ikwira.
Okay.
Ikwira Kenya. She's one of our very close friends, and she stocks our stuff here because I love the stuff. I wear it all the time.
All the time.
Yes, so we are like, we'll stock and sell for you here because people ask me, where do you get that? And I'm like, just go to my salon while you're there. Pick a piece of cloth and get your hair and nails done. It works for everybody, right?
Yes, it does.
You have to be smart in how you do your business.
As we come to the end of this conversation, this is how we end it. Mantra, philosophies that you live by, things that keep you motivated, keep you going, or keep you focused to the goal into that camera.
Well, things that keep me going, God first. Give it to God. Ask Him what it is that you need, and He will answer you. 2, always give it your best. I hate lazy people. I hate being lazy. So give it your best. Work hard. Nothing comes for free. Yeah? Respect yourself, especially to ladies. Please respect yourself. Do things that will make people more attracted to you because you're a hard worker. And never give up. That's it. You'll be fine.
Thank you so much. Nemuvea.
Thank you for Kokana Salon. We are booking the
new Monday.
The
Monday.
You see either Waidera or see Alice, and please make this your salon. Black Butterfly Salon has got
that
you
happens
covered.
in the church. Make this your church.
Yeah, make this your salon. Yeah, I'm telling you.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm having an amazing time. I've had an amazing time with Kalekye Mumo. For me, starstruck, learning so much. And I hope you got something that you have to be consistent. The one thing that I have picked is you have to be consistent. And if you put your mind to something, please see it to fruition. Because if you don't, then what's the purpose? Always remember, why did you start? Why are you doing it? It's been amazing. It's motivates. We take a very short commercial break. When we come back, we have Catherine Mwangi on Books and Blogs. And remember, on Facebook, it's KTN Life and Style. Twitter and Instagram at KTN Life_style. SMS is 22850. We'll be right back.
I get motivated every day when I just wake up and I go through my reads. Yeah. I just wake up to just check my reads.
Yeah, what are they saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, most of them are my friends.